All right, here we go. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. You remember me? Okay. If not, I refer back to the beginning of this concert where I helped open things up with our first clinician. Once again, it is great to have an opportunity to be here and introduce our final clinician on this evening's performance. If you were not here earlier, I'll reintroduce myself again. My name is Mr. Andre North. I'm the Director of Bands at Hanahan Middle School. I have the honor and privilege of introducing our clinician tonight. 2 years ago, I participated in a conducting workshop for music educators in Greenville, South Carolina, and was astounded by the wealth of knowledge our clinician had and the passion she put on display the entire week. And I thought to myself, we've got to bring this individual, this human down here to Charleston so that these students can get the opportunity to experience the impact that she had on us as professionals. Dr. Sue Samuels has been a music educator for several years, and while not native to Berkeley County, is native to the state of South Carolina. Dr. Samuels returned to her alma mater, Furman University, in 2019 as Director of Bands and Coordinator of Music Educational Studies. Prior to Furman, she was Director of Visual and Performing Arts at Randolph School in Huntsville, Alabama, and served for 14 years as Director of Bands at the University of Alabama at Birmingham. During her time at UAB, she more than doubled several ensembles in the school and organized band clinics that brought hundreds of student musicians from across the state. Prior to UAB, she taught in the public school system as an educator for more than 12 to 14 years. She taught for 12 years at Lassiter High School in Marietta, Georgia, and taught for 2 years as Director of Bands at W.T. Woodson High School in Fairfax, Virginia. Under her direction, all bands she conducted received straight superior ratings. For those of you that don't know, that's the highest rating that you can receive at a music festival and or adjudication over her 14-year career span as a high school band director. Additionally, the bands at both Lassiter and Woodson performed at the Bands of America National Concert Band Festival, and the Lassiter Band won the 1998 Marching Band Grand National Championships. Now, to give you a little bit of context, I remember as a young student hearing about this amazing Georgia band that won Grand Nationals. It seemed like Georgia was just right up the street for us, and so we were just astounded. Now we have this full circle moment where we get to see the person who helped spearhead something like that. If you have a child looking for an outstanding music program, please consider the program that she leads at Furman University, as she has done some amazing things with those students. We have had students go through that program and hope for that to continue in the future. When she is not changing lives as a band director, Dr. Samuels enjoys conducting the local community band, being a clinician across the Southeast, traveling, and raising her amazing son. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Sue Samuels to the stage to conduct the Berkeley County School District High School Honor Band.
Hello, hello. Good evening, how are you? Thank you so much for sticking around to hear these terrific young musicians perform tonight. We have had a day. It's only been one day. And they have worked very, very hard on some pretty challenging literature that we are excited to share with you this evening. We opened with a traditional American march by the March King John Philip Sousa, entitled The Fairest of the Fair March. The next piece that we're going to perform is entitled Fantasy on a Theme by Sousa. And guess what? The theme is from The Fairest of the Fair March. So, what you just heard, and we're gonna play a little, can you guys get your music back up and let's just play the first 4 bars of Fairest of the Fair March again? Just a little intro. Because I want you guys to just keep a listen out for this theme as the composer, Andy Boysen, spins it through the fantasy on the theme. You'll hear it sometimes in what we call augmentation or long. You'll hear little snippets of it sometimes. You'll hear it in different solos in different sections throughout the ensemble. There's even a tuba solo about 3/4 of the way through playing part of this theme. So just, if you guys will do just 1 to the downbeat of 4. Space after the dotted note. Okay, so you got that in your head. You just heard it a bunch, and now keep that in mind. Andy Boysen is a terrific American composer. He is the director of bands at the University of New Hampshire. He's written a lot of really wonderful music for bands. This particular piece he dedicated to his high school band director upon his retirement. You'll notice a lot of use of the trombone, which was Andy Boysen's instrument and his high school band director's instrument, so you'll hear that quite a lot. But solos sort of all over the place, and I hope that you enjoy Andy Boysen's Fantasy on a Theme by Sousa. Were you able to follow some of that tune throughout the fantasy? I think it's a really cool piece to do. I really like to do it in a setting like this also because of the solo opportunities and because of the way we can tie those first two tunes together. I think it makes it kind of special. And I think they did a great job. It's a lot of music and it's a lot of rhythms that they might not have seen before. There was a lot of like dotted 16th, 32nd rhythms, which is not something that they are used to reading. And they learned all that today. I mean, they learned it today. It would take most bands probably 6-8 weeks to prepare this. And so I think that's pretty extraordinary. So great work. Thank you. The next piece, we invite you to just sit back and close your eyes if you want. Don't start snoring. Disturbs the peace. This is a work by Florence Price. And if that's not a name that you know, I hope that it's a name that you will learn about. Florence Price was a prolific composer in the early part of the 20th century, but because of her gender and her race, her music was not discovered for many, many years. But she is known as the first African-American woman to have her symphony performed by a major U.S. symphony orchestra. The Chicago Symphony in 1933 played her Symphony No. 1. She wrote a lot of songs, a lot of organ music, and also orchestra works as well. She didn't write anything for band. Band wasn't really a thing back then. But this piece is stolen from the organ, and it fits really well for the band. It's entitled Adoration, and whatever that means to you is what I encourage you to just sit back and think about. For me, it's beauty and love, and in many ways, it's wonder that all of these different people from different places and different ages and different times can get together and make beautiful music together. So I hope you enjoy Florence Price's Adoration. Here it goes now. Awesome. Hey, so thank you so much. We've got just a couple of more short tunes for you. We were really only going to play 4. I fully intended for this next one to be our last one, but when we play our for real last one, I'll explain to you why and how that all came about. This next tune has been a very popular tune lately. It is from the musical Wicked, which many people have had the opportunity to see on Broadway or the traveling Broadway series that come to our cities. And then most recently it was made into a movie that I think came out around Thanksgiving this past year, is that right? Did you guys get a chance to see it? So, great movie. I told the students this. I think I had to see it like 4 or 5 times before I really got the story. So if you've just seen it once, you didn't really get the story, you're not alone. You're not alone. But I think everybody gets the music. And if you happen to watch the Grammys a couple of nights ago, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande sang this particular tune. This is Defying Gravity from Wicked.
Good evening. My name is Santiago. I play the trumpet with the Stratford Wind Orchestra, and I would like to thank Dr. Samuels on behalf of the entire Berkeley County, Berkeley All-County Senior Honor Band. So thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for giving us your time and your knowledge. Please take this gift as a token of our appreciation. Let's give it up for Dr. Samuels.
Thank you so much. I wanted to say a couple quick things. I know we want to play a tune and get you out of here and go eat dinner and do all the things that we need to do before another work day tomorrow, I guess. But a couple quick things. My thanks to the band directors who invited me here and who served as hosts and who served as school hosts and organizing and made all the music accessible to all of the students. And it takes a lot of people to pull off an event like this, so thank you so much. This event, as you all know, was supposed to take place back late January, early February, and weather sort of messed us all up so that we had to cram it all into one day. But I think we did as much as we could to cram it all successfully into one day, and hopefully we learned some things that they'll take home to their school band programs to make them even better. I think high school band is, without a doubt, the single best activity any young person can be involved in. Woo! And I applaud you all for being part of it. There is literally nothing else like it that takes individuals and brings them together to do this one performance, and it's not about self, it's about the group. So it's about we and us, much more so than it is about I and me. And I think that's very important in terms of the way we are able to help these young people to grow musically, yes, but not only musically, it helps them academically, it helps them socially, it helps them emotionally. High school band, best activity. The only thing that's close to it is college band. So tell them to go play in college. Seriously, you don't have to be a music major to play in a college band. We want you to keep playing, and we give scholarships, no matter what you major in. Promise, almost all the universities that I know of will give scholarships to people who want to play in their bands. So regardless of major, please come see us and visit us and keep doing this great thing. All right, so here's the deal. We were going to end after 4 because that's enough, I think. But then there's this other piece that was in the folder, and they wanted to read it, and we had 30 minutes left in rehearsal. So this is 30 minutes of rehearsal. It is music from The Incredibles. It's super fun to play. I will say they got a little out of control those last 30 minutes between 4 and 4:30 today, but it was fun. And if you can't have fun making music, then it's not worthwhile. So we're gonna have a good time. We hope that you will as well. Feel free to tap your toes. If you wanna stand up and clap along, you don't have to sit here and be little toy soldiers. Just enjoy. This is music from The Incredibles. Thank you so much to these wonderful young people making music on the stage. Thank you all.